suppose one of the things I'd like to go on, which is a bit of a perennial one for me, but I always like to dig into this because there's always new people watching, and also it's one that doesn't really change, but I think it's something that's really important for us to always hammer home. It's the reliability factor. I touched on it a little bit earlier, particularly in harsh conditions. A lot of our audience will be across Europe. My colleagues in Stockholm at the moment are buried in snow. A lot of our audience will be in the Southern American region, whether it's South US or Mid America, etc. We've got an audience across the world, and that's something that I always like to reiterate: is having a device that can cope with the rigors of more challenging environments is more than just a computing device. It's a layer of robust. It's a robust tool that is absolutely essential for the engineer. And if it fails in the modern world, if the asset is down, like the device we're using, we're so reliant on knowledge transfer, on the systems that we're using, then that can be a significant loss of time and resource, especially somewhere like oil and gas. Can you just talk to me a little bit around that and how you could talk to your customers around that conversation as well?
Sure, Chris. I mean, here's the thing, right? These devices are what someone in the field uses to do their job, right? I mean, they're pretty much dependent on it, right? Whether they're gathering information, right, collecting information, or whether they're using their device to be able to consume that information, right? Instructions, it always has to be working. I mean, if it's not, then you resort to using pen and paper. So, I mean, it's what someone in the field uses to do their job, right? Whether it's a little tiny tablet or a big notebook, right? You have to be able to, to have that device working all the time. And so it can be seen from two different perspectives, right? From the client or customer's perspective, right? They want 100% uptime, right? I mean, they want as much uptime as they can get, ideally 100%. So every minute they're down, right? They're unhappy. So for them, it's, hey, can their service provider or person in the field who's taking care of them be able to get them up and running as fast as possible, right? From the field service worker standpoint, it's about time, right? I mean, it's about time. How quickly and reliably can you get your customer, up and running? And so for them, it's, if their device isn't working, what does that really cost, right? Time, effort. Again, not to mention, the customers, happy customers, right? And so it may not even be downtime. I mean, it can be maintenance, right? It's just making sure that, things are well maintained in a timely manner, quickly and fast. That, there's also, the ability to, not have to, make multiple trips to a site, right? I mean, because it's not just being on the job, it's getting to and from. And so that's why it's so critical that you have a device that's working all the time. And so really, having a device that is, rugged, more rugged, really the extra costs involved in having that is really kind of, really tiny compared to, the time that's being saved and having a device that's always working.